Hi, this is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. Welcome. To all my new viewers, thank you very much for checking me out, and welcome. Hi. And to all my returning viewers, thank you for joining me again and coming back. This is weekly vlog number 2. It is March 11th at about 7:30 p.m. Thank you very much for those of you that commented on my last video that there was no sound. I am trying to, at this moment, I'm uploading the video again. What happened was with Movie Maker, it had the sound perfectly, but when it made the movie, the sound didn't come, so I don't know. And when I went back and played the video, there was no sound, so I don't understand, but hopefully it'll work again this time. So yeah, it's like I said, it's Monday, March 11th. Oh, sorry, 2019. I haven't done much today. I've been trying to upload this video because I've been trying to figure out I've put the movie together. Like in Movie Maker, you put all the clips together and then you say make movie. So I put all the clips together last time, like the first time, and it was working fine, and then when I pushed make movie, it just didn't record the sound. So I had to do it again. So I did it again, and it still didn't record the sound. The third time, it recorded the sound, I think. So we'll see if it works. So I'm uploading it to YouTube right now, and YouTube's being kind of weird lately with different things, and I'm finding it kind of hard to upload. Not hard, it's just they've changed a few things, so I'm used to it a certain way, but that's okay. So I haven't done much today. I did go to the doctor, as you know from my last video when you watch it. I had an appointment for all this bumps I have on my skin, and the doctor looked at it, took one look, and said, we need to do biopsy. And I thought, oh my gosh, what is it? And she says, I don't know, but we need to do a biopsy to find out what it is. And so they see my little band-aid. They took a chunk here and stitched it up, and then they took a chunk here, and then they took a chunk on my back. So we'll see what happens with that. She said it's not allergies and it's not acne, but she doesn't know what it is. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, she said it could be just that from scratching it's caused these bumps. But I mean, what is making me scratch? Because I get itchy. And then she said it could be a tick for my Tourette syndrome, just scratching. No, because it's not something I have to do. It's actually itchy. It's physical. It's itchy. And I scratch it because it's itchy, not because I have to. Not because I feel like I have to. So I don't think it's a tick, but I don't think she knows much about Tourette syndrome. It wasn't my regular doctor, and she kept asking me questions about my Tourette's, and I was like, okay, you're a doctor. But whatever. She was actually really nice, and I liked her, and she took me seriously, so she was really nice, but she didn't seem to know much about Tourette's, so. Anyways, okay. What was I talking about? Oh, so I did that this morning. It took about an hour and a half to get the whole appointment done. Came home, and we had the time change last Saturday night, so Sunday morning. And I didn't think it affected me much. But Sunday, I was very tired. And then today, I'm still really tired. So I slept a bit today. Quite a bit today. So, yeah, I haven't done much knitting or anything. But I did finish. I think I finished. I have to measure it still and see if I want to make it longer. But I think I finished the back of my sweater. According to the pattern, I finished it. But I might, let's see here. So this is the bottom. No, that's not the bottom. This is the bottom. like that. That's the bottom right there. And then that's the arm. This is the armhole. And it said it has to be 11, for my size, 11.5 inches for the armhole. And this is about 13 inches, I think I checked. I think it's about 12 or 13 inches. So my yarn's a little bit thicker than what they use, so that makes sense. But I don't know. I think that's about the right size I want, because that would be like right there. So yeah, that's about the right size, I think. I think I'm just going to do it as according to the pattern, being my first ever sweater, so I just want to go according to the pattern. So I'm going to cut this. I have to cut, leave a lot of yarn. I put my sleeves on yarn. I don't know what I did here. Oh, here. So I put my sleeve stitches on waist yarn. First time I've ever done that, but it seemed to work. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to cast on the next thing. I still have this much yarn left over, so that's good. So I'll cast on probably tomorrow. I'll cast on the front part. And the front part is exactly the same, except you do the armholes different. So, yeah. I'm excited. I mean, it's not the best work. You know, I can see where I made mistakes and things, and I don't know how to get the curls out. But I think if I wash it and just spread it out, it'll come out. I'm hoping, anyways. So, that's that. That's all I've been working on today. I know I didn't do much at all. I had to rip back a few on this because I worked on it last night, and I guess I just wasn't thinking, and I went to look at it today and this morning, and there was a big hole in it, so I had to rip back and do it again. But I am happy because I got the right amount of stitches, so I didn't lose any stitches or gain any stitches, so I'm happy with that. I got the right amount, and I like that about the pattern. It says on it how many stitches you should have at the end, so I like that. So this pattern is, I forget what it's called, but it's from redheart.com. It's called the Roomy Turtleneck Sweater, I think. Something like that. I'll have to look it up and let you know. But, yeah, so I'm making that sweater. So, yeah. I haven't done much today, though. I feel like I wasted the whole day. I've just been sleeping and just relaxing and trying to upload this video. It's taken 2 hours to upload it on YouTube so far, and I'm only at like 20%. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but hopefully it worked this time. So, wish me luck. Anyways, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do some reading. So, alright, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hi, guys. So, it's Wednesday at 10:30 a.m., Wednesday, March 13th. I did not vlog yesterday, I'm sorry, but I was busy cleaning my apartment because I had inspection this morning. And that's when the manager comes into the apartment buildings and into the apartments and make sure it's not too dirty and nothing needs repairs and stuff. So he came in. I have had problems with this particular manager before. He tends to look at things that nobody else has ever looked at and sees, you know, he sees like this much dirt in a corner. Like, it's just, he goes crazy. So he's a nice guy, though. He's really nice. It's just, he notices things that I don't. So, but I passed. I did pass. He said it was much better than usual, so that's good. So, yesterday I spent most of the day cleaning, trying to get it looking good, and I think it looks pretty good, so I'm happy with it. Anyways, I did do a bit of reading yesterday, so, let's see. Sunday night, I forgot to mention, Sunday night I finished the book by Sarah Dessen called Moon and More. I did not enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the other Sarah Dessen books. Sarah Dessen writes contemporary, young adult contemporary romance, and they're usually really good. This one, I found the characters annoying, and I just didn't enjoy it. I did not enjoy it at all, so... but I'm not giving up on Sarah Dessen because I love her other books. So I'm reading another book of hers called Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. I love this picture. It's so pretty. So this book is about a girl named Sydney, and her brother gets charged and I think put in jail for drunk driving and hitting a person. I don't know if this person dies or not. I don't know much else about the book, but it's all about her life and doing that. It's probably got some romance in it, so looking forward to reading that. I also started last night. I started The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Can we just say, doesn't... This is from the library, and this copy is so bad. Look at this. It's like, it's got tape on it. I mean, can the library do a little bit better than this? This is ridiculous. I mean, look at it. It's horrible. And the pages are ripped, and it's like horrible. So I'm going to have to talk to the library and just let them know that this is not acceptable. You know, like, geez. But whatever. I mean, usually this library is really good, and they have really good copies. And when it gets bad to the point where they have to tape it, they usually replace it. So I don't know why this isn't replaced. It just looks horrible. I'm scared I'm going to break it. It's got tape all over. It's got tape here, tape there. I mean, this is horrible. But anyways, the book is a fantasy book called The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I'm just on page like 19 and 20, so I don't know much about it. I know it's about a guy who tells his story to somebody, his life story in 3 days. So there's 3 books, 1 book for each day that he tells his story. So I'm interested in reading this. It's a fantasy book. I'm enjoying it so far. Don't know much about it yet, but I'm enjoying that. I'm going to read some more today of that. And then last night, I started the front part of my sweater. So you saw in the last video the back part of the sweater. So the front part is, whoops, that was smart. The front, well, I just lost some stitches. I'll have to fix that. The front part is the exact same as the, oops, wait a second, this way. The front part's the exact same, except the armholes are shaped differently, of course. So, oh goodness. I'm going to have to rip back a row on that, but... So I'm working on that. I'll be working on that today. I also want to read some more of The Name of the Wind today. I haven't written in over a week, and I was planning on doing a write-in yesterday on Kate Kavanaugh's channel, which is an AuthorTube channel. And she does write-ins where she does writing sprints where everybody that's watching writes for a certain amount of time. And then you compare how well you did and stuff and how many words you wrote. And it's just a supportive thing. But because I was busy cleaning yesterday, I wasn't able to do the live write-ins, so I'm going to do the recorded live-in, or write-in today, hopefully. So, that's my plans for the day. So, I know this is short, and it's probably going to be a short vlog this week, but we'll see. Yeah, that's it. Alright, I'll check in with you later. Bye. Hi, guys. So, it's almost 7:30 on March 13th. And I just finished a write-in, writing sprint write-in with Brooke Passmore, who is By the Brook on YouTube. And she did a write-in, and I enjoyed that. I actually started a new book, because, okay, here's the thing. When I write, I always write serious books. Books that are dramatic, because I'm really good at writing dramatic scenes. today I kind of decided, like 10 minutes before the writing sprint started, which was kind of cool because I didn't even know it was going to be on, I decided I wanted to write a fun book. A book that I can really get into and have fun doing. It'll take a lot of work, but I decided to do a young adult fantasy book. So I've been outlining, I've been coming up with ideas. It's slowly but surely coming along. I'm having fun with it. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of imagination. I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but I'm going to try. So I want to make it a duology or a trilogy. So I'm working out right now what's going to happen in each part, in each book, and it's taken a lot out of me. It's a lot of work, but I'm having fun doing it. So I just now wrote the basic idea for the story, which I don't know if I like it. I'm still working on that, so we'll see. But that's what I was doing. I just had a pizza while I was doing the writing sprints, so I enjoyed that. It's like 7:30, so I was supposed to go to weight group today, but I didn't feel good earlier today, and we had to leave at 3:30, and I just wasn't feeling good at 3:30, so I decided not to go. I am feeling a little bit better tonight, so hoping to get some more writing done and get the basic of basic outline done on the book. And what I mean by basic of basic, I mean like totally just the idea down. It's a lot of work writing a fantasy book. It really is. If you haven't written a book, it seems like an easy thing to do, but there are certain things that you have to put in certain ways you have to do things, and it takes a lot of hard work. So, and fantasy is not a genre I usually write in, like I said, so I'm enjoying learning about it, and I'm thinking of going on YouTube and seeing if there's anything about fantasy books, writing fantasy books, to some tips or anything. So, I think I'll do that right now, and I'll get writing. I want to get, like I said, the basic of basics down tonight, and then I'm going to go to bed and listen to an audiobook. So, yesterday I finished an audiobook called Great Unexpected, and it's, I forget who it's by, but it's a cozy mystery with a cat named Mr. Grey, which I think is funny because Mr. Grey, I mean, when I think of Mr. Grey, I think of Christian Grey. Not that I've read 50 Shades of Grey. Honest, I haven't. I won't touch that book with a 5-foot pole or 10-foot pole. I mean, what's the saying? Is it 10-foot pole or something? I don't know. Anyways, so I haven't read that, but whenever I think of Mr. Grey, I think of that, but it's actually a cat is named Mr. Grey, so it was a pretty good book. It was interesting. It kept me, it was, I'm gonna have to find out who wrote it. It's not an author I know. I just found the book and thought, okay, so I listened to it on overdrive. It was really interesting, actually. At first, I didn't like it because it was kind of like the character kept making weird decisions, like the main character, but then as it went on, it explained some things, and it was like, oh, I get why she decided that now. So, yeah, it was pretty good. It was suspenseful. It was pretty good, so I recommend that. It's the, they have series. I don't know what it's called. But in Overdrive in my library, you only had one book on audio, so I'll have to see if I can get them in book form. But they're pretty good. It was pretty good. Okay, well, I am going to sign off for tonight. I'm going to do a bit more writing, like I said, and then I'm going to go to bed, listen to an audiobook. Alright, bye, have a good night. Or actually, it's not nighttime for you, but, well, it might be. Oh, I got such a smoker laugh. It's awful. Okay, bye. Hi, everybody. So, it is Friday at 1:30 p.m. I didn't vlog yesterday, I don't think, because, forget why. I was busy. Oh, I know it. I was sick yesterday. I didn't feel good yesterday, so I spent a lot of the time in bed, and I listened to a lot of YouTube videos. I listened to Brandon Sanderson, and he was teaching classes on how to write fantasy books. So I was learning that, and it was interesting, but I slept a lot yesterday. Today I feel a lot better. I did go to the doctor today about the rashes and the bumps and everything, and it was the same doctor I had last week, but last Monday, but today she was extremely rude to me, like really rude. And she says, "Oh, it's clearing up." And I said, "Well, yeah, it clears up, but then it comes back in a few days." And she's like, "No, just don't scratch it." And I said, "Okay, but what is causing the itchiness? Like, why is it itchy?" And she just went like this. And I looked at her, I'm like, "It's not mental, it really is itchy." And she says, "Sure, it's not." And smiled real big. And I'm like, okay, so then I kind of didn't say anything. I said, "Well, could it be lupus?" And she says, "Oh, no, it can't be lupus. You don't have any symptoms of lupus." And I said, "Well, actually, I do, and I do. I have all the symptoms of lupus, basically all of them. I think there's 2 I don't have. And I've been tested for lupus, and it came out positive. So I made it, but the test isn't for sure. So the doctor I went to about that had said, no, you don't have lupus." So then I was trying to tell her this, and she says, "I don't want to argue with you, sure." I'm not trying to argue. I'm just letting you know no, you don't have any of the symptoms. And then she took out stitches and said goodbye. And I said, "Is there anything I can use for the itchiness? Any cream or anything?" And she says, No, just exercise." And I said, "Exercise? What?" I didn't laugh, but I was like, "What does that have to do with it?" And she's like, "If you exercise, you don't get anxiety, and if you don't have anxiety, you won't be itchy." And I'm like, "But it has nothing to do with my anxiety, because I'm not anxious 24 hours a day, but I'm itchy 24 hours a day. I only get anxious like once a week for like 20 minutes. That's it." And I'm trying to explain this to her, and she's practically yelling at me. So I'm not impressed. I'm very upset. And she's not my regular doctor, and my regular doctor does treat me with respect and is quite polite to me. He's the only doctor in town that's ever been polite to me. So I'm going to, if the rash comes back, I'll just go back to him and say, "This is how I was treated, and I'm treated like this by every doctor in this city, and I'm sick and tired of it." I'm sorry, I don't mean to go on a rant, but everything I ever go to a doctor around in this city is blamed on my mental illness. And for her to go like this while smiling, that is incredibly rude. Even if it was because of my mental illness, which it isn't, but even if it was, doing this is really rude. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just rude. So I'm not really that happy right now. I'm smiling, but inside I'm seething because I was just treated with no respect at all. Nothing. And even, like I said, even if it is because of my mental illness, I deserve a little bit of respect. You know? Just doing this, like, that's just rude. Anyways. I am crocheting because, I do that when I get tense. So I'm working on writing Best Blanket. Oh, which reminds me, let me move the camera because I wasn't prepared. Alrighty, my house is kind of messy. Hold on. Come here, babe. Alright, I bought some yarn because I'm babysitting next week, so I get some money. So it's spring break next week, so I'm babysitting for 8 hours a day, 3 days a week, so you may not be getting any vlog that week. So I bought some yarn. I bought this purple one, the same one I bought before. And this is the same as the red yarn I'm using, Bernat Premium. And this is 198 grams or 7 ounces, 360 yards or 329 meters. Very soft. This color is Baby Lilac. And then the same thing, this one is called Robin's Egg. Oh, my bag fell. Robin's Egg. And I got another yellow one, the same yellow I bought before, and it is called Baby Yellow. It's actually brighter than that, but color's not too good on camera. And then I got this one. I thought this one was really pretty. It's kind of like a, I don't know what color. It's called what's it called? Grand Purple. It's kind of a really light purple. Like, not a light purple, but a, how would you describe this? Well, that looks pretty well like it does on camera. Kind of like a mauve purple, kind of. So yeah, got those, and I'm going to put those into this blanket that I'm working on for Ryan and Bev. Oh, everything's falling. I just started working on it just a few minutes ago today. So last time I showed you, I was right here, and I've done this much. So this is the C2C blanket. So it's just that. So that's what I'm going to work on for a few minutes, for a while, and then I'm going to write today. So right now I'm outlining my story for the fantasy book I'm writing. I have the basic idea of what the story is going to be. I'm kind of pantsing it, meaning that I don't know the whole story. I'm not outlining each chapter, but I know the basic story. So I'm doing my character profiles right now, and then I'm going to do a little bit of an outline, and then I'm going to start writing. I'm so excited. Okay, that's it. Talk to you later. Bye. Hi, y'all. Y'all, where'd that come from? I never say y'all. Oh, hi, y'all. Yeah, it's like us Canadians always say a, you know, it's like, do Texans say y'all? If you're from Texas, tell me if you ever say y'all. Or anywhere else, because, like, nobody else says it. Nobody says it in Canada. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but I've never heard it. But, I mean, I say y'all sometimes. I do say it sometimes, and they're like, people kind of look at me like, I do say a lot, though, a lot more than I thought I did, because I had a comment on one of my videos, or no, I think it was a live chat, and I was talking to Kelly, and I says, well, I don't say a all the time, and she says, actually, you do, so, I didn't even notice that. Anyways, it is just past 4:30, about 4:40 p.m. on March 15th, which is Friday. Just thought I'd do a little update, because the last clip was, I was smiling, but I was really upset, I'm sure you could tell, about how the doctor I went to reacted to, the bumps on my face and back and everything. And, I just want to make something clear. I was offended, yes, by this little thing offended me. I realize that some people may not be offended by that, but I have been treated like crap all my life because of my mental disabilities. And to have a professional doctor do that, just, it irks me, okay? And I'm sorry if I came on too strong, I apologize. But just to let you know, I was polite to her, I thanked her, I said everything nice to her, I didn't say anything mean to her, I thought it, but I didn't say anything. So, but just to let you know, she did say the bumps that were on my face and my back and everything were caused by me scratching. And that, so I asked her what was causing the itching, and she said it was mental, but, it's clearing up, but it always clears up for a few days and then it comes back, which I tried to tell her, but she got mad at me, so, yeah. I calmed down from that, though, and I did some crocheting. I didn't do a lot, but I changed colors, actually, because I felt like changing colors for a while. I do have more red left, but I'm going to do some more red later on in the blanket. So, have started this purple color. This is where I was. I had to rip back 1.5 rows, so I started there. I mean, originally I would have started there, but I had to rip back because I forgot to chain 3 on one of the bumps. So, I think this looks pretty together, don't you? I think it looks really pretty. So I'm using this yarn, the one I just bought today. I think it looks really pretty together. So, yeah, it's coming slowly but surely. But I think right now, where did I put the book? Where did I put the book I'm reading? I got a book that I'm reading and I want to talk to you about. Just gotta find it. I had it right here. Where'd it go? Don't you hate that? It's like it's right there, like 2 seconds ago. I got too much blanket on me. I don't know where. Found it. No worries. Nobody worry. I know you're really worried. Okay. So, as you know, I am starting to write a fantasy book because I started reading fantasy books. So, one book I thought I wouldn't like, and it is a young adult dystopian fantasy book type thing. Don't know exactly what category it's in, but it's called Scythe by Neil Schusterman. I don't know why I got that wrong. Schusterman. And this is covering it, but it's S-C-Y-T-H-E. Scythe. And this book I didn't think I would like. But I picked it up because there's so much hype about it, and everybody says they loved it. And I thought, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I never told you that I was reading this, I don't think. I might have mentioned it. But I started this about 2 weeks ago. And it was okay, but I didn't like it. I read, let's see, about, what page am I on now? So I'm on 156 right now. So I read about 140, 130 pages maybe. 130 pages. And I just did not, I mean, it was okay. But it didn't, hook me kind of thing. So then, 2 days ago, I picked it up because I thought it's a library book, so I want to get it done. Picked it up, and oh my gosh, I read 27 pages or whatever, 30 pages, and I'm totally hooked now. They threw in this little, I don't want to spoil it for you if you've never read it, but they put in a little, what do you call it, a twist, and I'm so excited to read it now. So this book is about, scythes, which are, it looks like it should be scythe, but it's scythe. Every time I read it, I read to myself scythe, and then no, it's scythe as I'm reading it, which is kind of funny. So it's about a dystopian life where, in the future, where it's very possible this could be our future too, which is scary. But it's about how the population they don't die. Nobody dies in this world. Diseases, all that, are all cured. There's no way you can die. And so you live on for a long time, forever. Well, because of overpopulation, they have these people called scythes who glean, which is actually a word they use for killing. They kill people. They choose people and kill them so that the world isn't overpopulated. So scythes come and they choose someone and glean them. And sorry, I was going to sneeze. And that way, there's no overpopulation. So in the beginning of this book, there's a scythe that's killing everybody. It's really quite dark and sad. And I was like, I don't know if I like this. So this is about 2 teenagers who are recruited to train to be scythes, and they compete against each other to win the scythe. And if you become a scythe, you get all these advantages, and you're basically, everybody is safe. And also, if you're a scythe, your whole family is won't be gleaned ever. Will never be gleaned. So these 2 teenagers, I forget their names because I never remember names, but they are competing to be a scythe, and it is so good. The last 30 pages or so, like I said, have hooked me. There's a twist in it that just oh my goodness. It is so good. I wish I could tell you what it is, but I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't read it. But if you have read it, you know what it is. It happened on page 135, 140, somewhere around there. Really good. So I'm going to read some of that right now. And then I'm going to make dinner. Yep. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner, but I'll have something. Probably cereal. I really have been loving cereal lately. I don't know why, but it's just so good. I buy the cheap stuff and it's just so good. It's ridiculous. Cereal for dinner. Go figure. That's my life. Alright, see you later. Bye. Hi everyone. So it is Monday, 7:45 a.m. March 18th. I didn't vlog yesterday, and I don't think I vlogged the day before either. I'm so sorry. I've had kind of a boring week until last night. So I hope you enjoy the vlog from this week. I know it's kind of a boring one, but that's my life. I sometimes have boring weeks. So, but I hope you enjoyed. If you do enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, if you feel the want to. So I just wanted to do a little update from last night, because I did get quite a bit done last night. And I usually upload the weekly videos on Sundays, but I was busy doing other stuff yesterday, so I'll be doing it today. So hopefully it'll be out today. I did do a lot of knitting and crocheting last night. I also started my fantasy novel, just to talk about that real quick. Writing fantasy is a whole new thing to me. And since I started talking to a friend of mine, a writer friend of mine that I met, he has taught me so much about showing and not telling and things like that. And he's helped me out so much. So this whole adventure writing a fantasy novel is completely new to me, as well as adding the things that I learned from Dave. So I'm enjoying doing that. It's a lot of work, and I was finally able to make the roughest of a rough draft of an outline. I'm more of a pantser, which means I fly the seat of my pants. That's where the name pantser comes from. And that means basically that I don't outline. And a plotter means they plot the outline. I'm a little bit of a plotter, so I guess I'm a plantser. I've heard it pronounced plantser and plotzer before, so I don't know. But I tend to do an overview of the story where I know the characters and I know the basic story of what's going to happen, but then the rest of the book I just write and see where the characters take me. If you aren't a writer, you won't understand that. But if you are a writer, and specifically if you're a pantser, you'll know what I mean when I say the characters take me into the story. They tell me what their story is going to be. And I'm not crazy. I know they're not real people, but to me, my characters are important to me and they're real to me. And, I mean, I know in my head, I know they're not real, but I'm not that crazy. But I just let them, there's sometimes where something would happen in a book and I'm like, that I'm writing, and it's so funny because I'm like, what the heck, I didn't know you were this way, or I didn't know that you had a temper, or whatever. So yeah, it's fun. But I wrote 135 words last night, which is a big step for me because I was very nervous about writing it. I'm still very nervous. I don't know if this particular idea has been done too many times, if it's even going to be good. But I'm hoping. So, like I said, I'm writing a YA fantasy for the first time, so it's interesting. I do have some writer friends now on the internet that have been talking to me and have been giving me suggestions and ideas and advice. So it's been wonderful. So I did that last night, and yesterday I did that. Last night I got into a knitting and crocheting mood. One project I started, which is in my room that I forgot to bring out, but it's a knitted blanket, and I'm using 6mm straight needles, and I'm just doing the knit stitch, and I'm making a baby blanket for Bev, or sorry, not Bev. Bev isn't pregnant. For Ange, my friend Angela. She's expecting twins, and I am making a small little blanket for her. I think I cast on 120, I think, and I just do the knit stitch. Then I have a half-finished object, and it's not woven in yet, but I made, here, hold on, let me get this right. I made these little booties, this little booty, isn't it cute? Again, for Anda's baby. goes like this, but I like it folded if the baby's small enough. She thinks the babies are going to be small because they're actually going to be born almost 2.5 months early, because her last baby was so sick. She had a hole in her heart, so they want to make sure the babies are okay. Plus, she's a diabetic, so they tend to take babies out a little bit early for diabetics. And also, twins are usually born a little bit earlier, I believe. I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. So they're going to be pretty small. Although diabetic babies are usually bigger, so it can go either way. So here's the heel. And this was a really easy pattern. I found it on YouTube. I'm actually thinking of getting a button and putting a thing where you can do a button there. What do you think? Do you think I should put a button there? Or just leave it? This is where the foot goes in. This is the heel. Don't know if I made it big enough or not. I don't know baby stuff. I mean, I love babies, but I don't know newborns, how big they are and stuff. But, yeah. Got to weave in the ends, and so that's really cute. That color doesn't show very well. It's more of a green than a blue. That looks blue, but it's more of a green than a blue. So perfect for boys or girls. And I'm making that. I'm making the second one. It's on my flower loom. So this is I think a 12. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a 12 peg loom. And I got this from Walmart. And it just makes baby things like baby socks, baby mitts, baby booties. It's called the flower loom because it makes flowers as well. And so, yeah, so I'm making that. And I'm using this yarn. And that is Bernat Premium. Then, what should we do next? I started a lot of projects. Here, I'll put that over there. Working on my sweater. I'm working on the front part of it. Oh, sorry. This shirt says Girl Power. My stepmom got it for me for Christmas. I love it. It's kind of a PJ shirt. So my front part of my sweater is the exact same as the back part, except for the arm shape. So I'm still doing the exact same thing. So that I did 1 original 11 rows plus 1 repeat, and I've got to do 6 repeats. So that's that. I wish you could see the real color. It doesn't show on the camera. Sorry. And my blanket for Ryan and Bev is coming along. So I started up, I got it as wide as I want. It's not real wide. It's this wide, but it stretches. So, I mean, it covers me. So it's not a big blanket, but yeah, so I started doing the lengthening, so it's going to be like this length. So I figured out how to do that. So I'm working on that. And I'm using this purpley mauve kind of color right now. And I think what I'm going to do is do a bunch of this color and then put some more red in. And then maybe some more of this color. Because I really like them together. I think it looks really pretty. So that, I worked on that last night. And then I started, the day before yesterday, I started a new pattern. I saw this on the Canadian crocheter, who is Debbie. And, oh, my hair looks awful. Why do I always complain about my hair? You guys don't care, I'm sure. The Canadian crocheter, who's Debbie, did a podcast the other day. I'm still tired. I just woke up. And, actually, no, I didn't just wake up. I woke up an hour ago, but I'm still, like, waking up, right? I haven't had my cup of coffee yet. That's the reason. Yeah, that's why. So, I'm just looking at the pattern here for you. I wish I had a camera so I could show it to you on my computer, but I don't have a camera. I just have my laptop camera. So, the Canadian crocheter, Debbie, did a video where she, talked about a scarf that she was doing. She was making a bunch of these scarves, and I loved it. I thought it was a gorgeous scarf. It's a free pattern. Oops, I went to the wrong site. I'm so used to pushing overdrive for my audiobooks. I automatically push that. No, I don't want audiobooks. I want Ravelry. So it's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's called the Shelly Scarf. If you type in Shelly Scarf, a bunch of things come up. Plus, there's another Shelly Scarf there. So, don't type in Shelly Scarf. If you want to know what it is, go to my library. Went blank there. My username is Gilmore Girl 39. So Gilmore is spelled like the Gilmore Girls show. G-I-L-O. I know how to spell my name, honest. Gilmore-Girl. And no S at the end. It's Gilmore Girl. And then the digits 39. And because I was 39 when I opened my account. So that's what it was. So, go there and check out my library, because I put all the projects I want to do and all the projects I have done and all the projects I'm doing on my library page. I don't put a lot of finished objects up. I should, but I don't. So, I'll have to do that. But, yeah, go to my library and you'll find things. So, let's see here. I want to go to my library. So I have tons of patterns in my library. Recently added. I love the recently added part. Oh, maybe I didn't add it. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I did. This is called Shelly Scarf by Emily Nelson. It was put in August 2007. And, let's find it. So, let's enlarge this. Oh, I can't enlarge it. Okay. How come I can't enlarge it? Alright, so this is the scarf. Let's see if I can do this without... Oh, hold on. No, that's not what I want. Stay, phone, behave. So, this is the scarf. Oh, the light is... That's the scarf. It's so pretty. And the crocheter, Canadian crocheter, Debbie, I don't think she put the, what do you call them? These things, the strings at the end. What are those called? Fringes? Can't think of what they're called. She didn't put those at the end, I don't think. She just closed it off. And that's what I'm going to do. I would like to make quite a few of these, actually. I think they're gorgeous, and they'd make great gifts. So, I'm making one right now. That is called, again, Shelly Scarf. S-H-E-L-L-Y. Scarf by Emily Nelson. Let me show you. Again, it's a free pattern. Oh, this dumb light. Shelly Scarf, Emily Nelson. Okay, so it's a free pattern. Beautiful pattern. I love it. It is easy to do. It's basically just double crochet. And you do like 5 in each stitch. So I have this. Again, the color is not showing up very well. Sorry, it's a purple. But it's so pretty. So pretty. And you can make it as long or short as you want. It doesn't change. You can make it as wide as you want. I mean, you have to do the multiples, but I think I did as the pattern says, which I don't remember what the not cast on the chain was, but if you go by the pattern, it makes about this big. I think it's gorgeous. I'm still working on it, obviously. I'm going to make it really long so you could wrap it around a few times. And I'm not sure if I want to keep this or if I want to give it away. I'm thinking probably give it away because I don't usually wear scarves, and it's getting warmer in Merritt right now. So spring is coming. So I'm thinking of giving this to my friend Ange. I wanted to make her a few things as well as the babies and her son. So I'm thinking of giving this to her because I won't be giving them until July or August, and by then, by September or October, she can start wearing these because in Toronto it gets colder, gets rainy and a bit colder in late September kind of thing. So, yeah, working on that. So, that's all I've been working on, but that's enough. That's a lot of work. So, like I said, I've been writing my story. It took a lot of guts for me to start my story. Back to the writing. I watched a lot of all of Brandon Sanderson's lectures. There's 12 of them on a channel called Camera Panda, and on a YouTube channel. And if you go to that site, that YouTube channel, there are 12 lectures, like hour and 15-minute long lectures of Brandon Sanderson talking about fantasy writing. Brandon Sanderson, if you don't know, is an adult fantasy writer. I've never read any of his books, but now I want to because he seems really cool. And I have heard good things, really good things about his newest novel, Skyward. I think it's Skyward. I think that's what it's called. And I want to read that. So today I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to process it and edit it and everything, upload it, and I'm going to start my weekly vlog for next week today. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's not exactly the most exciting thing you can watch on a weekday, but, or weekend or whatever, but I'm glad that you're here. Thank you very much for supporting me and for being my friend. You guys are awesome. God bless you in all you do. Bye.